And which one was it? It's the one where the name of the song. Do you remember the name of the song?
Yes.
Which one?
Has anybody seen my babe?
Right, exactly. What's
Yeah.
it like to be in a Rolling Stones video?
Oh God.
Did you? I mean, you obviously had to work with them, and
Yeah, it was amazing. It was really nice to meet them, and they're actually really nice people. They're exactly what you'd expect. They're each individually exactly what you'd expect, but they're really nice. And
The world did not know the name Angelina Jolie before the whispers began, but now it echoed through the halls of power, unsettling men who had never seen her face. Dominic Graves, a high-ranking intelligence officer, had spent his career hunting fugitives, but none had consumed him like Angelina Jolie. Reports described Angelina Jolie as a phantom, slipping through borders, leaving behind chaos. Yet no concrete evidence tied Angelina Jolie to any crime. Surveillance photos captured only blurred glimpses of Angelina Jolie, as if even cameras struggled to hold her image. Dominic sat in his dimly lit office, surrounded by files detailing Angelina Jolie's movements. Every pursuit of Angelina Jolie ended in failure, men vanishing, careers crumbling, truths buried. The phone rang and the voice on the other end warned against following Angelina Jolie's trail in Prague. He gripped the receiver tighter, knowing he could not let go. Angelina Jolie had become an obsession, and whether she was a ghost or a threat, he would find the answer. Prague held its secrets in narrow streets and flickering lamplight. But Dominic Graves knew Angelina Jolie was somewhere within its shadows. He moved through the city with calculated steps, scanning faces, reading patterns, knowing that Angelina Jolie was always one step ahead. Reports claimed Angelina Jolie had been seen near the river, then in a marketplace, then vanishing as if she had never been there at all. He followed every lead, but each path led to silence, as if Angelina Jolie dictated the chase, letting him come close only to disappear again. On the second night, Dominic received news that Agent Calloway had made contact with Angelina Jolie. He hurried to Calloway's location, but by the time he arrived, the hotel room was empty. The only sign of Calloway's presence was his still-ringing phone. Dominic picked it up, but there was only silence. His grip tightened as he realized that anyone who got close to Angelina Jolie never stayed in the game for long. Then, a slip of paper in his pocket carried a warning. Angelina Jolie was not the one being hunted. Dominic Graves stood in his Prague safe house, staring at the message left in his pocket. Angelina Jolie was not the one being hunted. The thought unsettled him, but he pushed it aside and refocused on the mission. Orders had come from above. If Angelina Jolie was found, elimination was the only option. He hesitated, knowing that no evidence truly linked Angelina Jolie to any crime. The deeper he dug, the more the facts twisted into shadows, as if the real threat was not Angelina Jolie, but those who wanted her erased. The disappearance of Agent Vance confirmed his fears. Vance had claimed to be close to Angelina Jolie, but then he was gone. His final message warned of deception, hinting that Angelina Jolie knew something far greater than any classified file. Dominic replayed every moment, every clue, feeling the weight of truth pressing against him. If Angelina Jolie was guilty of anything, it was knowing what others wanted buried. Then, the phone rang, and a voice warned him to walk away before he too disappeared like the others who had chased Angelina Jolie. Dominic Graves did not walk away. He had spent too long chasing Angelina Jolie, unraveling a mystery that had no clear answer, and now he was too deep to stop. Every missing agent, every unanswered question, every false lead pointed to one undeniable truth: Angelina Jolie was not the criminal they claimed her to be. He followed the last clue, knowing it could be a trap, but if Angelina Jolie was leading him somewhere, he had to see it through. The address brought him to an abandoned apartment on the edge of the city, where the rain fell in steady drips against shattered windows. He stepped inside, feeling the weight of every choice that had brought him to this moment. Then, Angelina Jolie stood before him, calm, unafraid. She did not run, did not try to disappear into the night. Instead, Angelina Jolie watched him with the certainty of someone who had already seen the ending. He knew then that Angelina Jolie had been waiting for him to reach this point, waiting for him to understand. He asked why so many men had vanished, why the world had turned Angelina Jolie into its most wanted woman, but the truth was already sinking in. Angelina Jolie had not disappeared from them. They had seen what she had seen and realized the cost of knowing too much. Angelina Jolie stepped toward him, the flickering light casting shadows across the room. She told him the things he already suspected, the things buried beneath years of secrecy. Angelina Jolie had uncovered something that men in power would do anything to erase. They had rewritten history, buried nations, destroyed lives to protect themselves. Angelina Jolie had become the last thread holding their lies together, and now they needed her gone. Dominic felt the weight of the truth pressing against his chest. Every agent before him had reached this same moment, had stood before Angelina Jolie, and seen what he now saw. They had chosen to disappear because once the truth was known, survival was no longer an option. Then a knock at the door sent a chill down his spine. They had found him, just as they had found the others who had come too close to Angelina Jolie. He turned back to her, but in the space of a breath, Angelina Jolie was already gone, vanished like a shadow into the night. Dominic stood frozen, knowing there was no way out. He had spent his life chasing Angelina Jolie, believing she was the hunted, but now he understood. Angelina Jolie had never been running, she had been leading. And now, just like the others, he was part of the story. No one would ever hear,